Hello everybody, my name is Blade Chaser, and this will be my first Diablo 3 video. I'm doing this with the sort of packaged as it was Diablo 3 game with the recent updates, but I don't have the Reaper of Souls, so I'm running out of the box game. So what I'm going to do is run through one of my first farming routes. I've done a bit of research on the internet, watched some YouTube videos, and sort of found a nice little run that's pretty quickly done, depending on sort of your build, class, things like that. I'm going to go with my Barbarian because, to be honest, that's the only one I have at level 60 at the moment, and as you can see up in the corner here, I've got level 15 Paragon, which I've put into some of the skills there. Now, I wouldn't say I'm a noob to Diablo, but I'm not a hardcore Diablo 3 player like some of the videos that I've watched online, and those guys are, really putting in the time and effort to help people like myself to, play the game a little bit better. So what I'm going to do first of all is just show you my skill set, just so that you have an idea of what a semi-noob runs with. Running with Bash with the Punish rune, primary, and secondary Whirlwind with Wind Shear. Now I'm using Wind Shear because it gains Fury for every enemy struck. Now if you're up against a single enemy, this isn't so good because you're going to lose out on your Fury generation. But with Bash and Punish, you do get the added bonus of increasing your damage, and also get the 6 Fury per attack. So if you can keep that stacked up against a single target, then you do get Whirlwind thrown in. I've got Leap with Call of Arret because I like bringing all of the enemies in after I leap in, because then what I use is Overpower, which is quite a nice sort of single strike to, I suppose, area of effect. Battle Rage with the Bloodshed rune because it brings up my damage, and as a Barbarian that's always, in my opinion, a good thing. Lastly, Wrath of the Berserker with the Insanity rune. I went with the Insanity rune because it increases the damage by 50%, as you can see. That's the main skills, and then the passive skills I've got Ruthless, Brawler, and Boon of Bull Kathos. The reason I went with Bull Kathos is I could have gone for things like Unforgiving, which generates 1 Fury, but I like using my Wrath of Berserker skill more than I like having Fury generation. I'm just that type of person. So I've got it up on normal difficulty here because I like running through the farming run as quickly as possible. So the farming run that I'm going to do, I'll show you when I've just finished one here. So I'll come out of game, and you can see which of the menus that I'll go into to get everything set up. So we're on Act 3. And we're going to go to kill Azmodan because it's quite a short route, but there's quite a lot of loot that can be picked up. If you're doing it on Torment difficulty, then of course you're going to get the possibility of better loot. But I like doing it on more normal at the moment because my gear is not the best yet. I've got 1 green and a few legendaries, but I'm still picking up the gear that I need to sort of progress with the Torment levels and do it well. So here we go, we're going to go in through to the run, and we're going to go down to the core of Arret, depending on how you pronounce it and where you're from, I suppose. So running around, you've got your pile of bones, which clearly do nothing sometimes, and sometimes they get something. So it all depends on, how lucky you are and what you're picking up. You've got your infernal cocoons, sometimes spawn items, sometimes spawns NPCs. That's where my leap and my skill comes in. It's a great area of effect against multiple enemies. So if you're running with that, that's my sort of choice. And it's how I've run with this Barbarian now for probably a month, and I've tried several builds. I am dual wielding because I know there's a huge ongoing debate on whether or not you should use two-handed or one-handed dual wield. See, I like the dual wield when I'm doing sort of unlimited whirlwind, depending on the amount of enemies that I have, because it just runs better for me, and I find that I get more critical damage out of it, so I'm quite happy with that. But as you can see at the moment, I'm not really getting multiple enemies. So here we go. This will give you a better idea of how sort of Fury generation goes. So nice and quick because you're on normal difficulty. But again, nothing too strenuous. A couple of chests, some bone piles, nothing as yet. You do get the chance sometimes, quite often, I found on the sort of higher difficulties of getting a oh, I can't remember their names now, but the gem carrying goblins that if you kill them quick enough, they you know, empty out quite a lot of loot. So you know, they're always good to look for. We're about halfway through the dungeon so far, and nothing so much has been dropped yet. But this is because I'm doing it on a normal run. Doing it on the Torment 1 run for me is a little bit more difficult because I'm just not running with the damage that I would like to run with. I do have a two-handed weapon in my bag. I believe I left it. No, there we go. I was using that one for a little bit, but then I've got one in my bank slot as well, which increases the damage. Waiting to pick up. I'm still better legendary one-handed weapons, and you know, the sort of runs on the Inferno. Sorry, not Inferno. That was before the update. The Torment level 1 and things like that. Now, a lot of people say you should stop at the end of that run when you get to the checkpoint, and then you can run back. It doesn't work for me. So I can save time by just going back to town and leaving game and starting the run again. But I like killing Azmodan because it's a fun fight, and you know, you don't really take too much damage depending on your level and your skills and your armors and stuff like that. But I like doing it because there is a chance that something good might drop. So it's always worth, in my opinion, just knocking Azmodan down. Again, my threat generation, or fury generation, sorry, isn't fantastic, so I'll use my primary skill and then just go back to whirlwind just to finish him off. And there he goes. So yellows, blues, nothing of outstanding quality. We'll have a quick look. Wizard stuff, blue stuff, nothing I can use on this character. You know, about and stuff like that. So nothing fantastic, but it gives you an idea of what it's like, and you know, as I progress through the levels and get better stats, I'll show you some more sort of levels, the expert level and so on, and then upwards to eventually Torment level 6. So keep an eye on the channel, subscribe if you like. I don't have a lot of interesting stuff on there just yet, but I'm new to the sort of recording of games and stuff like that, and I hope you enjoy. Please comment on this video. Any advice you can give me would be fantastic. Thanks for listening.